Get me the meat and give it to me raw.
Raw. It's
You pick up your palette knife and then work that into your meat. Give your meat a good old rub. Yeah, boy.
Breaker 19, this is the Rubber Duck. Who's leading this here convoy? Over.
I read you, Rubber Duck. This is the Convoy trucker heading this bacon convoy. We're on the road to health through the carnivore diet. Why don't you follow us? Over.
10-4, carnivore trucker. Let's bring home the bacon. Over.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. You're so good at doing that, and I'll say seeing some of the different people cooking and everything. Some of those actual butchers that were cutting up the meat, I actually watched their channels on YouTube as well.
Oh yeah, the I
Bearded
can't remember what
Butchers?
their name. Yeah, Bearded Butchers.
Yeah, I watched their channel.
Yeah, they're pretty good. It's kind of like it's kind of funny for like carnivores. We're having like butchers like in our background, like a background video just to help, help
Absolutely, man.
relax. But anyway, yeah, this is kind of the first episode, I guess, of the Bacon Convoy. I was supposed to be starting this on Sundays, but to my irritation, I had to start working I had to work Sunday, so.
Life happens, man. I totally understand, and I'm glad we were able to reschedule and get on here and chit chat with everybody tonight.
Yeah. If if anybody shows up.
We'll find out. We'll find out in just a minute. I mean, I know sometimes it takes a second to get people in the chat, and I know some people might be busy at this time.
Yeah, true.
But anyway, what you been up to this week, man?
Like I said, just been working and playing video games and editing videos. Well, that video in particular.
Yeah,
And,
I edited a video just the other day, or last night, and then as soon as I got done editing it, I hopped on and there was a live stream going on with some other guys. So I just hopped on their live stream. I've noticed lately, you've probably noticed it too. A lot of people have been doing live streams and just like letting other carnivores hop on their live stream and talk to different people. Like, oh, Carnivore Scott's in the chat. I was actually on his live stream last night. It was me, him, and a couple other guys. I know it was what's his name? Chad from Minimalist Carnivore. And we just had a good time on their live stream last night.
Yeah, I've been noticing that it's like it's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, man, dude, the carnivore community is legit.
Yeah, we we all kind of look out for each other, and just especially like you said, it's we're all starting to hang out with each other. It's pretty cool. I mean, if you haven't heard of Ground Beef Guy, he's another carnivore trucker. I had stumbled across his channel and emailed him, and we talked yesterday on the phone for about an hour or so.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So is his name Randy?
Yes.
Yeah, I know him. He I think he's coming to the event that Carnivore Quest is having. If I remember correctly, they're having an event in South Carolina next month, and I'm going to that event. And Intentional Carnivore is going to be there, and a couple other YouTubers maybe, but I know that the ground beef guy, I think he's going to be there as well.
It wouldn't make sense because he's from Florence, South
Got you.
Carolina.
Scott didn't know about it. I forgot where Scott lives at. Tell us in the chat, Scott, where you live at.
Yeah, I would go, but I'm gonna have to take off vacation time for that, and I'm saving that for. Actually, I'm thinking about going to the Texas Renaissance Festival in November.
Yeah, got you.
Hey, Nicole.
Oh, see, Scott,
Okay, so he's
it
not.
would be closer for Scott than it is for me because I have to drive like probably 7 hours to go to the event. And for Scott, he lives up in Huntsville. It'd probably be a little closer because it's in Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And you see, former fat girl is in the chat with us tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
She should notice the wrench next to her name too. Hopefully that worked.
The what? I don't know nothing about this. What's going on?
Oh, I made her a mod.
Oh, you made her a mod?
At least I think I did.
We'll find out. We'll find out. I'm not seeing that many people in the chat tonight. I guess everybody's busy.
Yeah, it's all right though.
Or they just don't want to hang with us. They're gonna make me cry.
She graduated.
Yeah, she graduated and she's got a mod tonight. But it looks like it's gonna be an easy job for you tonight.
Right. I don't. Oh, there's other shows going on. Yeah, I think Carrie wasn't it Sean?
Oh, let me see.
I
I didn't even know if any of them were doing a show tonight.
I think he is.
And see, I mean, it's I try not to step on other shows, but at the same time, like it's hard not to sometimes because you
so
have.
many of us.
Hold on, Carrie is giving tips for improving channels. Oh, see, I didn't know that, dude. And see, I mean, that's where everybody's probably at. Everybody's probably trying to get the YouTube tips.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Everyday
I'm trying to just search carnivore on my phone and just see if like there's multiple people or if it's just Carrie. I don't know. Carnivore Scott says to do the weather thing about 150 plus. What is he talking about? Is he talking about the
viewers probably
miles?
Yeah, he's probably talking about viewers.
Oh, in the live
with Homestead.
This is why I have the late night show. Yeah, normally we still do pretty good. I can't do the late night show just because I have to. I mean, the latest I never do a show is 8 or 8:30, and that's just because I have a job that I have to get up too early in the morning and stuff like that. So it's really hard to do it.
Yeah, it's almost impossible for me to do anything on the weekdays, but this is because this is my weekend now.
I got you. Well, I mean, if ain't nobody gonna be here, dude, I don't want to just make us just sit here and just whatever.
Yeah, we'll give it about 5 or 10 more minutes.
Yeah, and just see what happens. I'm guessing that Carnivore Scott and her have the Flower 34 Sparkers in the house, but I'm guessing that some of them might have both streams going or something.
Yeah. Well, this sucks.
The Poco Moonshine is also live right now. Oh no, he's probably on Carrie's. No, he's live with Rick. You know Rick from the 40-year Carnivore?
Yeah.
That he's live as well, so that's probably. Hold on, somebody said Carnivore Scott said nope, just you. Yes, we have an announcement to make, but I kind of wanted to make the announcement whenever there was more people here. I mean, at this point, I don't know if I should even make the announcement. What do you think?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I've never had this happen. I've never been on. Oh, Carnivore Scott said he's just watching me. He said he's unable to multitask. Yeah, it'd be hard. Me, I couldn't do it because I couldn't. My Wi-Fi wouldn't be good enough to stream two things at one time. Living where I live at, my Wi-Fi is terrible.
Dude, I was able to multi-stream on my crappy portable Wi-Fi. We got 8 people on here.
Primal Mike says there is a fair amount of people on Kip's chat. I don't know why I'm not seeing them.
Well,
Does it tell you how many people are in the chat?
Yeah, we got 8 people watching us.
Okay, we got 8
both
people.
of our channels.
Is that what he means by quite a lot of people? Let's see. Man, I wish others would have decided to be here. I mean, see, former fat girl saying 54 on Kips.
Oh, well.
See, I need to double check this because I'm not sure. Hold on.
Yeah, double check for me.
Yeah, and you can read some of their comments or whatever.
Yeah,
there's
there's
time or whatever.
More people saying that there's like 50 on your. Okay, well, screw it. We'll.
Maybe they're pulling my chain. I don't know.
Confirmed.
Well, I mean, it says there's 56 people in the chat.
All right then. For some reason, I'm not seeing them.
Look, all y'all 56 people need to start writing in comments right now. Like, help a brother out.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's announce that. Let's do it.
All right. So let's go ahead and announce it. Then you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'll let you do the honors since it was your idea.
Well, you got the button. So do you want to do the button first?
Oh God. Okay.
So ta-da! Some of y'all have already seen it or whatever, but oh yeah, I see what he just said. But some of y'all have probably already heard this. But this is what me and a person that was a subscriber of mine, we come up with this because I had been saying that I had been slipping up some and getting not doing the very best I could on my carnivore journey. So I decided I said I'm just gonna do beef and then do seafood. And then when I was talking to her, she said, "Oh, sea lion." And whenever she said it, I was like, "Oh my goodness, we need to run with that." So I mean, which I've talked to her back and forth. We've even emailed each other, and she said, and then we just decided to go ahead and make it a thing, and I guess make a challenge out of it. So we decided, well, for the month of September, whoever wants to can join us on the sea lion diet challenge. And basically it's taking lion diet but adding seafood to it, because I do believe that seafood has its place in the proper human diet, more so than a lot of other things, as long as you're getting good quality seafood. So then I reached out to my buddy, the carnivore trucker, and I was like, "Hey man, so I'm wanting to do this sea lion diet for the month of September." He's got 60 in the chat, but he is not seeing all the comments. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not seeing the comments.
I got it pulled up.
You've got comments pulled up. So yeah, so what can happen if you see comments, then you can respond to the comments or whatever, because for some reason I'm not seeing them tonight. So somebody said, John Gugahan said, coffee acceptable on the sea lion diet. So I don't think it should be acceptable, but at the same time, everybody's got to do them. Look, I'm having to make her sacrifice too, because I love black pepper and all that different stuff. And my sacrifice is to just do salt. And so, you know what? Somebody just made sense. They said, am I logged into my channel? I have to be logged into my channel or else I wouldn't be live on my channel. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm logged into my channel. I just don't know why I'm not seeing everything. I am seeing a couple comments, but
I'm
not
seeing all of your chat on my computer, but I have it pulled up on my phone.
And you're seeing it that way?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to pull it up on my phone too, just to if I see something that you don't see. But anyway, so I reached out to the carnivore trucker, and he was like, "Hey man, I can help you out with it." So he came out with this awesome logo which I think represents the sea lion diet perfectly. You got the line looking towards us. You got the fish there, dude. He's got skills. I appreciate you doing that for me, brother.
No problem.
Yeah.
I spent way too much time on that fish alone. It was
You,
I made sure it was like an Atlantic salmon from that angle too.
I hear you. So I see where John also said, "Oh, I can actually eat sea lion on the sea lion diet." That's correct, John. If you start the sea lion diet for the month of September, you can eat sea lion if you can get your hands on one. But I don't know if you can get your hands on one. But I mean, I think it's going to be cool. And a lot of people that have been watching my channel recently, they know that I had a slip up and I had a
Yeah.
terrible weekend. And so I decided I can't wait till September. So I went ahead and started yesterday. And it was going to be for the month of September, but I was like, dude, I have got to jumpstart myself and get going again. So yesterday and today I'm on sea lion diet, and so far I feel fine. I mean, from all the junk food that I ate through Sunday, I still felt terrible yesterday, but today I'm actually starting to feel better again.
Yeah. I started it too yesterday as well. You know, I do have to say, I'm starting this new stream called the Bacon Convoy, and you're making me quit bacon.
Yeah, I mean, it's like terrible timing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I
But
see John said, "Kip, you're back, baby." Yeah, I'm back. I just had a terrible weekend, but for some reason I'm back. Yeah, look, I'm looking at my live stream and I'm seeing people, I'm seeing chats that I'm not seeing up here, and I do not understand what's going on.
yeah, I'm sorry. We're most likely gonna miss a lot of comments, but I'm gonna try to get it.
Instead of pulling them up, do you just want to kind of go through some of them and like answer them on the fly and not actually pull them up on the chat?
We're gonna have to.
Yeah,
Well, for right now, you got a $5 super chat from Carnivore Scott. Look at your feed, Kip. Smiley face.
oh yeah, I do see that. I can't pull it up, Scott, and I'm sorry about that, but I definitely appreciate the super chat. Appreciate you showing me love like that, man. Thank you. And
Yes,
did
thank
he
you
have
for
a question or was it a sticky?
I don't. I don't
I
know.
don't think there's a question.
Primal Mike says sea lion diet should be beef, salt, and water with seafood. That's it. Nothing else. No coffee. No butter. We are going to include butter, I do believe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think butter's the worst thing in the world. So if you want to have a little bit of butter, if butter's the worst thing in your diet, I think you're doing pretty good. But I mean, if you don't want to do butter, like I haven't had butter in the past 2 days. I've been cooking in tallow. But I mean, if you decide you want to do butter, we're all adults. I don't like being so like dogmatic and being like you can't do this and you can't do that. But I mean, I don't think you should be doing like a bunch of spices and all that stuff. And hopefully I can make it through and not cave this month because I've never went that strict. I've never even done BBB and E before. I thought about doing BBB and E, but then after thinking about it for a while, once I got the idea to do this, I was just like, hey, let's just run with this and see what happens.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm coming through the comments. But no, for your I do want to comment and kind of compliment you on your slip up. Like you're using your mistake, your slip up as like motivation, as fuel to keep going. And you're not like, oh, I slipped up, I might as well die, just go back to eating. And that's the way to go. That's the right mindset. And that's no wonder people look up to you. You're
I
doing all
appreciate
right.
it. Yeah, I have battles in my mind. The battles in my mind are like, yeah, just go ahead and give up, just throw in the towel and be done with it. You can start again next year. Like I've always had this thing. If I was ever dieting close to the new year or like closer to the end of the year, I would always be like, man, you know what? I should just wait until like after the holidays. And like I trick myself every year and be like, I should just wait till after Thanksgiving. Maybe then I should just wait till after Christmas. And trigger everybody's gonna be trigger treating, and there's gonna be all this candy in October. So I've done that every year. So I have to like I'm gonna run out of years if I keep doing that. So I have to be serious. And everybody knows my story, or I think most people know my story. Like with my daughter being born and me not being able to take care of her like a father should, like I had to make a change. I had to do something different. And once I started this, I knew about, and that's what made me start my channel actually, was because for the first month I didn't have a channel. I had never filmed a video in my life. I've never done anything like this ever, ever, ever. And about a month in, the results were so good and I felt so great that it's almost like I felt like I was compelled to do it. Like I felt like I had to do it because it was helping me so much that I had to get out there and try to help somebody else as well.
Yeah, that's funny you say that, because like I started my channel, I'm gonna say like 2 months into my carnivore, and at first it was very like truck driver focused, which I want to get back into it. I was telling you about ground beef guy. I want to get back into like collaborating with other truck drivers and doing more of that related content, because I mean that was my whole mission when I started up this channel, but getting kind of distracted. But it's fine. Like we were talking about with the carnivore community, it's just so much to do. So Mama Bear Lynette asks
I
you
love her, by the way. She's awesome.
what your first sea lion diet meal will be.
Well, I went ahead and started. Like I said, I couldn't wait till September, but I had told everybody to wait. They could wait till September. So if anybody wants to do it, you're perfectly fine waiting till September, or you can start today if you want to. But my first meal was actually just hamburger patties. But then my second meal for supper, because I've ate 2 meals a day both days. So my second meal was chuck roast. So we took chuck roast and put it in a old cast iron Dutch oven. And because I didn't have time to go outside and fire up the smoker and wait hours for it to cook or whatever. But if you put it inside in a Dutch oven, it conceals the heat and it kind of pressure cooks it and helps it get done quicker. So we done a Dutch oven, chuck roast in the Dutch oven, and I put some Wagyu tallow in the bottom, and then I put some smoked Redmond salt, and it was super good, dude. It was good.
That sounds good. That sounds real good, man. You, if I ever make it up to Alabama, dude, you're gonna have to smoke some meat for me.
Oh, absolutely, man. I've told you before, if you ever driving your truck this way, or if you ever just end up in this area for some reason, you're always welcome at my house, man. You know that.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I had ground beef patties and what was it? Top round? I think it was top round. I think I had about 2.5 pounds. So that was mine with just salt and water. Judy Methena Fischel. Sorry. So is it beef, seafood, and eggs?
No, it's beef and seafood. Like, think about the name of it, people. Like, the name is it's sea lion. And I think most people in the carnivore community know what the lion diet is, right? Wouldn't you think that most people know what the lion diet is? So it's basically adding stuff that comes from the sea into that. Now, I mean, that don't mean that you can like take your pack of bacon, throw it in the ocean, and then pull it out of the ocean and eat it, because it didn't come from the ocean that way. It has to be something that naturally comes from, so it's the sea lion diet. So I'm thinking I'll probably do I might try to get me some salmon one day and smoke it up for a video or something like that and show people how to do it, because I've smoked salmon multiple times and I like smoked salmon. I've got some shrimp in the freezer, and then maybe I'll get some scallops. If anybody likes oysters, I like to char grill oysters. I normally would use like butter and garlic and Parmesan and all that stuff. And I used to put bacon on it, which all that stuff's carnivore. But on sea line, I'll probably just use maybe butter or some little bit of tallow to put in there with it, and then salt, and see how that goes.
That sounds good. Carnivore Scott wants to know if scallops are allowed.
Yeah, scallops are definitely allowed, man. But do remember that I'm not a doctor. Anything that I say, there may be something that Dr. Chafee says that's better, because like he knows 10 times more than I do, and I don't never want to, I'm not trying to come against any of them. I'm just saying, like, I personally think that my ancestors, they had seafood in their diet, and they had my Native American tribe. They lived along the creek banks, and they caught fish, and they hunted. Yeah, they might have hunted buffalo and deer and things like that, but you can't tell me they didn't ever try to catch fish, and for years and years and years. So I think that fish can have a place in the diet. Now, I don't think everybody should just eat tilapia. There's better fish out there than that. But I mean, if that's all you can afford, I'm gonna go back to like Dr. Berry and them say a little bit, like how whenever they talk about, he says like if Vienna sausages or hot dogs is pretty much all that you could afford, it would be 10 times better than cookies and ice cream and things like that. But most people can afford some hamburger meat, or most people could, because you don't have, even though it's sea line, I'm not saying that you have to eat seafood every day. You can eat seafood like you can do. It's basically kind of like doing line diet, but if you ever want something different, or you ever want to add some extra nutrients into your diet, have some seafood instead of having chicken or something like that. Just have seafood instead. I'm not saying every meal has to be seafood.
Yeah, the way I'm planning on doing it is, having my ground beef patties throughout the week, and then just have like a salmon fillet or some shrimp or something as a side on the weekends.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I'm definitely not saying, and I also want to make it clear to people that, like, because some people say, well, I would join you, but I'm doing the line diet, and I'm like, dude, that's awesome. If you're doing the line diet, keep doing that. I'm not coming against that or saying don't do that. This is more about like people that feel like that they've kind of got slack, and they want to make some changes, because sometimes people allow tons of heavy cream and the cheese and all that stuff. And so it's more about being able to do a fun challenge that will tighten things up. And you never know, you may try, and you may be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, I love it. Or after the month, you may be like, I'm not never doing this again. But that's up to you. But I'm not coming against anything. I just think that it'll be a fun challenge for people to do.
Yeah, it's just a new thing to try,
Yeah, and it's not the sardine challenge, so because a lot of people do the sardine challenge. But one thing that I thought about too is if you eat sardines, they are allowed on the sea line diet. So if you already got, if your pantry's full of sardines because you were ready to go on the sardine challenge, when you get done with the sardine challenge, you could fit in well on the sea line diet. Just get you some hamburger meat and some sardines.
Speaking of stuff that might be allowed on the sea lion diet, Randy Rossiter wants to know if alligator falls under the sea lion diet.
That's a good question. I haven't thought about reptiles. Does anybody in the chat know anything about reptiles compared to normal fish, or do you know anything about that, Scott? Because like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professional.
I would say so. There's some saltwater crocodiles out there, even though he said alligator.
Yeah,
They can't.
maybe.
Hey, they got alligators down south.
Oh yeah, we got tons of alligators down here. Trust me, we got them in our rivers.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them.
Oh yeah, they there. Hold on. So I'm seeing a few people in my chat, which doesn't make sense. So because I see Allison in my chat, but I don't see certain people. So Allison, are you watching from my stream or are you watching from the Carnivore Trucker stream?
It looks like she's on my stream.
That's how I'm seeing her in the chat. Because I'm not seeing my chat at all, and it's annoying. It's annoying the chat at me because I love to answer everybody's questions.
I don't. I'm trying to like get it for you, man.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing that there's 71 people in the chat on my side right now.
Yeah.
So
Jonna Oliver Akip. I'm 2 pounds from losing 20 pounds and actually went bowling over the weekends and didn't die. LOL. I feel so much better. 2 months ago, I would have never tried to do something like that. That's awesome.
yeah, dude, that's amazing. In just 2 months, you're already getting the results like that. If you're getting results like that in 2 months, imagine what like 2 years will be like. Like, it's crazy. Like, I haven't even been what I would consider the best carnivore. Like, I have had a couple slip ups. Like, I've cheated like 3 or 4 weekends since I've started. So I haven't been like the perfect carnivore. Although I'm not advocating cheating. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I have had some slip ups and I've still had amazing results in these past 7 months. So I can't imagine what the future for all of us is going to be like. Like even for you with your health journey and your goals and everything, and tons of people that comment every day that say, "Man, my diabetes is getting better and this and that's getting better." It's just I can't imagine what it's going to be like 5 years from now.
I know, right? Shoot. January will be my 1 year carnivore.
Did you think when you started in January that like you'd be still doing it now?
Dude, I was gonna be happy to make it the next day.
Dude, my goal was 2 weeks. When I started, I told my wife, I said, because she thought I was crazy. So I was like, baby, I'm gonna do this for 2 weeks and just see how it goes. And she's like, but after that, you're gonna eat some veggies, right? I was like, probably. But then like 2 weeks in, I was like, dude, I feel like dynamite. And then
Right?
so I told her, I mean, you could call it the honeymoon phase to it or whatever you want to call, but I felt so good that I was like, I'm just not gonna stop. And here I am today.
Yeah, right. Like I knew man, because I was so bloated at the time and I had the fatty liver disease. Like my whole abdomen was like all bloated and rather painful, and that was my main reason why I wanted to do carnivore. And then
Yeah.
it's just all uphill. I would say it's just nothing but good stuff. Um, Mama Bear Lynette says, Kip, tell us a cute story about your sweet little Abigail. What did she do today? What are her favorite words to say?
Well, her favorite words to say are, of course, Dada. She loves her daddy. And then she says mama and Mimi and papa. She'll say like she don't say I love you, but she says I woo woo. And she's got a few other things that she likes to say. She's awesome. She loves to say yep and no, things like that. She's awesome. Today when I got home from work, I mean, of course I was trying to hurry up and eat as quick as I could. That way we could get into the live stream. But like she still sat down with me on the couch for like 30 minutes and we got to hang out, and she likes to crawl around on you and play. So she had a good time. And I hope that everybody that watches tonight, I mean, realize how much that y'all all mean to me, because you know I actually am having to skip putting her down tonight, and her mama's gonna have to put her down. Normally, we take turns with it and sharing it, but like I always hate missing like putting her down in bed at night. But I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all, so I made that sacrifice for tonight. So I hope that y'all realize that like YouTube is work, and it takes a sacrifice sometimes.
Yeah, I can't imagine trying to balance YouTube and family life. It's hard enough for me to do it with work. Yours is constant.
Yeah, I mean it's something, man. Like, and see,
But
like I would love to be able to sit down and take all the time in the world and edit videos and try to make them like really awesome or whatever, but I just don't have the time to do that. Like I have the time to a lot of times I'll sit down and I'll start filming a video, and within like 20 minutes I've got the video filmed, and then while the video's uploading, I make a thumbnail so that cuz you got to have a thumbnail, so I'll make a thumbnail while the video's uploading and then put the thumbnail in. And it's this whole, like everything's done, uploaded, completed within an hour, because that's how busy my life is. And when I see some of these people that have just spectacular videos, I'm like, I would love to do that, but it's going to have to probably be after my daughter's older or something, because she comes before YouTube.
yeah, exactly.
For
But
sure.
Carnivore Scott, no, you need to realize how much you mean to us.
Oh, he's an awesome guy. Have you got to talk to him yet?
I haven't talked to him. I mean, I've seen him in the chat. I don't think we've interacted much.
Yeah, I mean, I hopped in his live stream yesterday, and for anybody checking, anybody that's watching, y'all check out Carnivore Scott's channel, and definitely check out Former Fat Girl. Um, I'm not
With the
sure if I've
links.
seen any other channels that are actually in the chat right now. I know most of the channels are probably out trying to watch Carrie try to give them tips on how to make good YouTube videos, but I appreciate those of y'all that are here.
Yes, thank you.
I did see my buddy in the chat, 22QCat. She said, Kip, I wondered where you got that logo, Kip. Nice, Sean. I moved over here since Kip is missing some of his chat. I appreciate you doing that, 22QCat. I mean, we almost canceled the live stream like 10 minutes into the live stream. But then once a couple of y'all started showing up, we're like, you know what? We'll just go ahead and do it. And if people don't get to see it, I mean, hopefully they hear about it somehow. Y'all, after the chat, y'all tell all your friends, okay? Tell all your friends, because they all were watching somebody else's video tonight.
I lost the comment, but somebody asked what the announcement was because they missed it.
They can still see the screen. So it was basically that I'm doing the sea lion diet, and I went ahead and started now, but it's for everybody to do starting in September. So whoever wants to try, it's basically you take the lion diet and then you incorporate seafood into it too. And I would prefer that you don't add like a bunch of other stuff, like all kind of seasonings, and just don't add a bunch of stuff to it. The whole point of it is to try to clean our diets up just a little bit and see if we can get some results. Because if you do this for a month and you don't get any results, then like maybe you could just go back to doing whatever you were doing. But it may surprise you. It may surprise me. So I really want to give this my all and see what comes of it.
Yeah, like what was it, April, when Carnivore Quest did their BBB and E challenge. I did that and I lost 10 pounds. 10 pounds.
I remember that. I remember that month. I remember you telling me that. And that's the thing is like, just like, because if we make it just like everything else and it's not any stricter at all, then I mean, what's the point? So the point is to try to clean things up a little bit, because so many people, and y'all look, people that watch my channel, they know that I love my rubs. Okay. I've got a pantry full of rubs that I'd love to throw on my brisket. Okay. But I'm going to try for the month to leave that stuff alone and just see what happens. And hopefully some of y'all want to do that too.
Yeah. Peachy, by the way, hi. Peachy asks, "What are you eating for breakfast?"
Do you want to answer that first? You can answer it too.
I don't eat breakfast.
Oh, I was gonna say the same thing. All I do for breakfast is I drink me some water, because when I get up, usually I want me a sip of water or whatever, and that's pretty much it. I mean, before before I started Sea Line, if I really wanted some breakfast at work, I would get some bacon because they make bacon in the oven all throughout the day for the employee, or all throughout the morning for the employees till like 10 o'clock in the morning. And so I would get that. But I mean, this is the Sea Line diet, so I'm not doing bacon for this month. So I mean, if I want breakfast, I need to cook me up a hamburger patty the night before to take it to work.
Yeah, that's what I do. Actually, I did that before the stream. Got about 5 pounds of ground beef ready to go. But actually, earlier last week, I just had a day where I was like super hungry in the morning. So I grabbed at the Loves, they have these breakfast tacos, and they have a steak fajita and cheese. And I just, opened up the tortilla and scooped out all the all the fajita meat and cheese and ate it like that.
Yeah.
And then
So that makes me want to ask you, since you go to Love's, if you go to Love's, what do you buy? Like, if you're thirsty, what do you drink there?
the Perrier, Topo Chico, if they have them, Liquid Death, those are my favorite.
But those
All
are the ones that's
unflavored.
in the can, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Those are good, but I've started using a Soda Stream, and dude, that is the best investment ever. Like, that is like my number one carnivore hack, because Topo Chico and stuff like that is expensive, but if I use the Soda Stream and I just make it myself, it takes 2 seconds to make it. You just put the water in there, twist the thing on, press the button for a minute, and then bam, you've got basically homemade Topo Chico.
I've been wanting to try that, but I don't know. I'm dragging my feet on that one.
I mean, it cannot be any more easier. It's got a little thing right here. You just spin it on the thing and you press the button and it carbonates your water. And
Oh,
you can make it as strong or as weak as you want. So like, if you want it extra stout, you just hold the button a little bit longer and then you've got super super strong carbonated water. And to me, when I taste it, it tastes just like drinking Topo Chico for like way way cheaper.
okay. I'm gonna have to check it out. How much is it?
The I want to say the things are like $30 or something like that. I'm not exactly sure how much they are. A person actually give this to me, and then but I've had it for probably 4 to 5 months, probably 4 months now, and I've had to buy one refill, which was $30. So, because the refills I think are like $30, but I mean, to only have to spend that other $30 one time in probably 4 or 5 months, it's worth it to me, because every time you go to the store and get a Topo Chico, it's high. It adds up.
Uh, Sorry, Carnivore Scott got a question that grabbed my attention. So I have a question for you all. What are your thoughts on me putting a tip jar or such on my channel? I would like to get the upgrade to StreamYard, but the cost. Oh, I got you. Um, yeah, Nicole says she doesn't see a problem with that, uh, especially if you got uh, super chats enabled. You already like if
Do
I
you
had
want
super
me to? Do
chat.
you want me to give you my response on it?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm
Okay.
rambling.
No, it's gonna be. I mean, it might make some people mad, but for me, I don't see a problem with it at all, because before I started YouTube, I didn't realize the work that you put into YouTube. Like I didn't realize how much work it takes just to get your angles right and get your audio right. You have to buy this like or me, I bought audio equipment and buy all these things. So if you're taking the time to make videos and trying to encourage somebody, if you put a tip jar out there, what's the problem with that? Like if you were a musician and you were playing music somewhere on the street corner and people were enjoying your music and you put out a little thing to where they could give donations, what would be the problem with that? Nobody would see a problem with that. So I mean, it's not a requirement for people to give to your channel, but if you're putting in the work and people decide that they want to bless your channel, and a bigger channel actually told me this. They said, like, if somebody wants to bless your channel and you're just, being like, no, 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 like they may get blessed because they blessed your channel. So don't just try to hold them out on their blessing because they might just be a given person and want to bless your channel. So I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with it either. I mean, you want to support, like I have channel memberships for probably about 5 or 10 channels that I'm paying for their memberships. I mean, you got to show support. We're kind of like in a lot of areas, YouTube, everybody that's on YouTube is like underground movement. Like we're providing entertainment for a lot of people.
Yeah, and if we want to have music in our videos, a lot of times you have to pay for that if you want good music. You got to pay extra to get the best like thumbnails from like different things, and like I don't even have some of that stuff because the cost of everything. Like I do pay for StreamYard, and the thing is like you were saying, you have to pay for that every single month. And so like I don't know why people have a problem with it. I'm just like, have you started a channel yourself and have you put the work in? Because it's a lot more work than what people think. I didn't even realize why everybody always was like, hey man, hit the like button. Hit the like button and hit the thumbs up. Now I realize because like when people hit the like button, it really helps the videos out. So that's perfectly good time for me to tell y'all, hey, hit the like button. Help us out. Give us a thumbs
exactly.
up.
Yeah, but no, like more of the point that I was trying to make before is like a lot of people are not paying for like mainland cable and all these entertainment apps so much anymore, and more people are starting to move to YouTube as their source of entertainment. So we're starting to get a lot of eyes on us. That's what I'm trying to say. Kind of rambling here. Mama Bear Lynette said, I had my blood work done a week ago. My total cholesterol is 499. I'm laughing my head off because my HDL is 74. I headed over to the cardiologist in September, but he is very keto carnivore friendly. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't understand all the lab work results. So people like sometimes I'm just like when people get into lab work, like, I'm scared I'm gonna say the wrong thing like on the numbers or whatever. So sometimes I'm like, dude, where's Dr. Chafee at when you need him? Because I didn't go to school for that.
Yeah, I always like kind of defer to Dr. Barry for like his videos on all the labs and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, I do know that if your A1C is high, and I do know that number pretty well. So, like, if you tell me you got a 12 A1C, I'm gonna be like, hey, you need to do something about that.
Yeah. John says also Larry was live with Dave Mack when you guys started.
That's what it is. See, I'm gonna have to get the fellers whenever we have the live stream Friday. I'm gonna have to tell them all about this. Right. I didn't know. And then we rescheduled too. We were gonna have it Sunday, and then we had to reschedule to today. But that's fine. I mean, if people really want to watch the video, even if they're watching their other live stream, they can come back and watch this after the fact.
Yeah. Hey, can you hear that rattling? It's driving me crazy.
I don't hear it.
Okay, good. I'll quit worrying about it then. Mama Bear Lynette says, "Have y'all seen the YouTube channel for the Sightless Carnivores? Carrie interviewed them, and I went to their house 2 times this week. They are amazing. Both are completely blind, and Shane is in a wheelchair." I saw
haven't
something about
watched.
that, but I haven't watched it yet either.
Yeah, I haven't. I've wanted to. I try to watch all of Carrie's videos, but I probably get to watch about half. I get to watch more of his actual videos than the live streams, and sometimes I get in the live streams too. But like sometimes I just have so much going on with my daughter that I have to miss it or watch a little bit of it while I'm laying in bed at night. John said, "If I make my coffee with seawater, can I have it on sea line?"
I was about to read that one out, man.
Yeah. Yeah. John's trying to figure out a way. He's trying to figure out a way to corrupt the sea lion diet, okay? he's gonna be like, Can I have seaweed since it comes out of the sea? No, you can't because that's a plant.
HWMO Liberty says, "Kip, do a video on SodaStream. That's a good idea."
Yeah, I've thought about doing it, but I just don't. And you know what? I might go ahead and do it. When I thought about it, I was initially like, how many people's actually going to watch that video? Like 100 people, maybe. But then you never know. I don't know. I need to get with somebody that knows how to make the graphics look good because everybody's always got these cool pictures and all this stuff to get people to watch their stuff. And me, I'm just my thumbnails a lot. I need to get with you because my thumbnail is like this. I'm like.
I know a lot of your thumbnails are the same, but hey, Dave Mack does the same thing. He has like 3 pictures of himself that he puts on all of his. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
he does,
But a lot of people do that too.
Dave does so well because Dave is an excellent speaker. Like he is he's so good at speaking and he's good at holding an audience. Dave's the man. If there may be one person in here tonight that don't know who Dave is at No Carb Life, and if you're that one person, you need to go subscribe to No Carb Life's channel.
Yeah, mods on both our channels. Put links for Dave for us, please.
Yeah, Dave he's the man. And did you know that he is actually going full-time YouTube now?
I missed that announcement.
Yeah, he decided to put in since he lives in Japan. Hold on, my daughter's coming in here to tell me good night.
Oh no.
Say hey everybody. Hi. Give me sugars. Mwah.
Oh,
She might well, I don't know what just happened.
I'll put you on full screen.
Oh, I'm on full screen. Say hey everybody. Look, Abigail, you're on the TV. You're famous. Hey, what does the chicken say? No, you know what the chicken said. What's the cow say? Moo. He says moo. All right, go to bed. I love you, okay? Here, give me sugars. Mwah. All right, good night. Love you.
Hey, you want your milk?
Go get your milk. She wants her bottle. You're gonna have to grab her, Kinsey. She's probably gonna cry because she's like, "Hey, Daddy's supposed to be rocking me to bed right now."
Aww.
Oh, so yeah.
Well, we are coming up on an hour. If you want to hop off and.
No, I'm good. I was just I had already told my wife that she could do it this once.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure this out again. Aha. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
and I see. I just want to say real quick. Do you see Melissa Jane Middleton in the chat?
Yes.
Okay. You could pull her up real quick if you want.
I have her on my phone.
Okay, well then that's fine. But she's actually the lady that helped me come. That's her right there. She actually helped me come up with the name Sea Lion. She
okay.
Yeah, whenever I had said something about it, saying, "Hey, I want to do the lion diet, but I want to incorporate seafood in it." And she's like, "Oh, sea lion." So that's how it happened. And then I was like, dude, I need to talk to Sean because you do awesome with your graphics. Even my logo on my channel, a lot of people still don't know it, but you actually drew my logo and made it for me. And so she's the one that I just wanted to give a shout out to her because she helped me come up with the name. But I see where she's former fat girl saying that good for Dave for quitting his job. Oh, that's what I was gonna say before my daughter came in here. When Dave quit his job, well, I don't think I'm not sure if he's left the job yet, but the company he works for, they don't do 2 week notices. They do 2 month notices over in Japan. So he had to give them a 2 months notice that he was leaving his job. So he's working on that right now, I think.
Wow. I think it's looking like the chat, at least on my end, is fixed because all of a sudden my view count came to the total, which is
So I wonder what was going on
79.
with it.
Oh, it's probably just StreamYard being StreamYard.
So let me look on here and see if I see the thing. Yeah, so I'm starting to see comments come in through now.
Yeah.
So hey, if anybody's got questions, now would be the time to ask them
Yeah,
because
now
we're
we-
getting
now
it
we
come
can-
through now.
Yeah, now we can finally see everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hoosier Carnivore, love the logo. Thank you. I spent all of
Yeah, and Hoosier
on it.
Carnivore has a channel too now. I don't know if everybody knows that, but he's actually got a channel as well. So y'all go check him out and give him a sub.
put out a link for him.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, whoever. Oh, and while I mention it, my and she's an awesome friend of mine. But Allison Johnson, she has a channel too. If nobody hasn't put out a link for her, put out a link to her channel because she's awesome too. She's a sweet person. She really is. Her and her husband, they're awesome people. I love talking to them all the time.
We can't ignore him anymore.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to ignore everybody and just have a good time, but now it's all these comments are coming up now.
The incredible shrieking keto board, make a lion surfing on a fish surfboard for, when we were talking about this idea at first, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I can't remember if I said it or not. I was like, we could put a lion surfing with like a lobster in his hand or something.
Yeah, we were thinking about doing the line surfing, and then we were also thinking about doing having like a line with like some lobster in his paws or whatever. So we weren't 100% sure. But the thing is, the way I see it too is like, I know that this is the logo for now, but if this actually became something, like if more people wanted to join it or whatever, I mean, we could always change the logo up later on and have fun with it. Like we could update the logo later if we ever needed to.
Yeah.
Because I know a guy, you know.
I know. In like a year, I'm gonna have to update your profile picture because your girl is gonna grow up a little bit.
Yeah, I was thinking about that not long ago. I was like, she's growing up and she's starting to not look like she does in the picture. And even like when you first click on my channel, the picture that shows me and her, I forget what that picture's called, but maybe it's the background picture or something. But the picture that shows me and her, when you click on my channel, it like we don't look quite like we did in that picture. My face is smaller, and
I know.
My face is smaller and she's bigger.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah,
man,
somebody said use GIMP. It's free. I don't know what that is. What is that?
GIMP. Is that a editing software or what?
I don't know, but I'm interested. After the chat, I'm gonna look that up because I don't know what that is. Oh, so let's see here.
John says 2KK. Is that? I'm assuming that's a channel. I haven't heard of that one.
That's Two Crazy Ketos.
Oh, okay. There's a video on how to add a 5-gallon CO2 tank to the soda screen that holds 5 times more than the tank that comes with the soda screen. It costs like $50 to refill it.
That's a great idea too. I need to try that eventually. But I mean, for right now, like, and I drink this stuff all the time, and I've only had to refill it once. So I mean, for $30 to refill it every few months, compared to how much. Because I mean, when you go in the gas station and get drinks, you spend $1.50 or like $2.50 each time, depending on where you live, versus paying that much every 3 months, 4 months. It's worth it.
So Nicole says GIMP is a free and open source raster graphics editor used for image manipulating and image editing, freeform drawing, and
That sounds like something for you because
yeah.
I'm not the editor.
FR Humphrey says I use Canvas free for thumbnails. I use Ibis Pro.
Is Ibis Pro expensive?
I think I paid for the
Annual or
upgraded
something?
version of it. Oh, I'm sorry.
You
Yeah.
big time.
Ibis Paint. I'm sorry. If it'll load. Yeah.
Ibis Paint. Yeah, see, I've never heard of that. I don't know a lot about all the different softwares and stuff that are out there. I'm having to relearn how to edit as well because my subscribers help me. Yeah, I see where you got different ones that you done.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, look at there. I know that guy. But once subscribers help me get this new computer, I'm having to completely relearn how to edit because the editing software that I was using before is not like something that you use on Mac computers.
yeah, I'm planning on saving up for a actually I'm planning on paying off a credit card so I can buy another computer. And I'm gonna have to relearn how to use it too because I've been editing videos on my phone and my tablet, which the tablet is fine.
Is your phone an Android or or Apple?
Android.
Yeah, mine's an Android too. So switching over to Mac was like a whole thing fiasco. I've watched a bunch of videos trying to learn how to do it and figure it out. So everybody that watches my videos, y'all just bear with me.
And Melissa Jane Middleton, I absolutely love this logo you got, but it would be real fun to come up with a series of logos just to mix it up. We could do that. You know what?
Yeah.
Either I could come up with some more logos, or we could take some viewer submissions, and then we could do like if anybody else can come up with a logo.
Yeah, they could email them.
Yeah, email it to either one of us, and we could do a future live stream, and I guess we could probably vote on the winners. You know.
I just got to pause for a second because my night has been made. Do you see who's in the chat?
Not yet.
My brother, Bill Knott, is in the chat. You know who Bill Knott is, don't you? Bill Knott.
Okay.
Is,
I see his.
yeah.
I see his. Yeah.
Okay, so this guy is the legend. Okay, so he is he's on a health journey to lose weight like I am, and he is going to. I've told Bill that one day you're gonna go on a jog with me. One day I don't know if you're gonna fly here one day or I'm gonna fly there or how we're gonna do it. But one day when Bill has lost his weight and I've lost the rest of my weight, we're gonna go on a jog together. And we may even video it. There may be a video that comes out that has Bill and Kip running together. I think that's going to be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Like, dude, his story and him having the guts to start filming it from the very beginning of his weight loss journey, because, I mean, he still has a long way to go. And just like I have a long way to go, can y'all tell I'm not small, okay? Like I still got a bunch of little deadbeats to lose. But I mean, I'm working on it and Bill's working on it, but hey, he's going to get there. We're like I just seen what he said. He said, we're doing it, Kip. We are definitely going to do that jog. And I am super duper excited. That's why I was excited whenever I seen him come up in the chat.
I was a little behind on the chat. But yeah, man. Oh, speaking of jogging, I was gonna bring it up because you were talking about doing a 5K, right?
Absolutely.
Would you be interested in doing a virtual 5K
I don't. What is that? Like, is it something where to explain
where
it?
I have one of them saved on my phone that I was interested in doing. It's like I think you download an app and you just log in whenever you're jogging, and you have like a week or so to do your 5K.
So you basically it's like live streaming your 5K.
Kind of. It's like one of those fitness trackers.
Okay, I see. I hadn't heard it. I'll have to look into that. I
Yeah, I'm
know
gonna have
I've
to
been
look
getting
at.
a lot of recommendations because, well, I stuck my foot out there, and when I posted that video yesterday, because I mean I challenged myself in that video. I was like, Kip, you are going to run a 5K, and when I said that, you know what's crazy? When I said that, I actually lost subscribers. My subscriber count went down. Like, I guess people were mad at me because there's some people that get mad at me if I mention jogging or whatever. And I'm like,
Huh.
look, I'm trying to take control of my health and, like Carrie says, be the captain of my ship and things like that. And like, my subscriber count went down when that happened. And I'm just like, if you're gonna unsubscribe because of that, then like I'm probably better off anyway, because I'm not at I've not reached all my goals yet, and I need all the support that I can get. You know,
Yeah. This is like
I
all the
have to do this,
accountability.
man. Like I tell
Yeah.
people all the time, like I have to do this because if not, I'm gonna die young. And Bill knows what it's like. Bill was like at that point where he felt like death was coming, like, and he had to do something. And I'm sure that Bill feels better already, just like I felt better. Like, I mean, I don't talk about it in my videos all the time, but I was getting to a point where, like, when I would lay down in bed at night, I would be thinking, like, man, what if you had a heart attack right now? Because you're almost 500 pounds. Like, at one point, I was 2 pounds away from 500 pounds. I'm like, what if you have a heart attack right now and your wife wakes up in the morning and you're laid there dead because you ate yourself to death? And so, like, I'm not doing this for all kinds of subscribers. I'm doing this because I need the motivation and I need the encouragement to stay with this for real. That's why.
Yeah. So that's something that I'm interested in doing too, is a 5K.
Oh, you should definitely do it, man. One day you just need to drive your truck on over here, and we'll go do a 5K together. Or if I'm ever in the same area as you, it's gonna be hard to link up with you though because you're all over the place.
Yeah.
Does your company, do y'all plan y'all schedule out like way in advance, or do you like find out from week to week where you're gonna be?
Oh, I'm on a set route. I know where I'm gonna be
Oh, so one
throughout
day
the week.
whenever we both one day when we both get to that point or whatever, we could make it happen.
Yeah.
We can make a 5K happen.
Actually, I'm taking off some the 2 weeks vacation in November, and I have it in my mind. I might make trips east
Yeah.
because yeah, I got another buddy in Birmingham anyway. I haven't seen him
Yeah,
in a
so, and
while.
see, I'm only 3 hours from Birmingham. So like, if we do something, like there's not gonna be a 5K probably within an hour of my house anyway because I live in the sticks. So
Yeah.
like I would have to travel a little bit for it anyway.
Yeah, I sent you a link to that wasn't a 5K, that was a marathon, but it was a virtual thing.
Man, you're trying to kill me now, man.
That
Like a
wasn't what I thought it
marathon,
was.
that's a lot.
That wasn't what I thought it was, but there's other challenges like that where it's like they'll track your exercises and it adds up. So like you could do a 5K in a day and you just log it in through like your fitness pal and it links to the the account, and like they'll send you like a T-shirt or something, and
Yeah.
like you donate money to some charity. There's little stuff like that. I was looking to do some of those challenges for my channel a while back, but I never did it.
Oh, that reminds me, for your channel,
Hmm.
any of y'all that are watching on my channel, if y'all hadn't subscribed to the Carnivore Truckers channel, y'all need to go subscribe, because I checked today and he's getting close to 500 subscribers, and we need to try to push to get him over the 500 mark. We definitely need you to get over the 500 mark, and then eventually get you over the 1,000 mark. You need your subscribers, buddy. Y'all
I
go
need to start.
subscribe.
I need to start making some videos. Tomorrow, I'm probably gonna do a truck tour.
Oh,
I just have
really?
to clean my truck.
What kind of truck you drive?
A red one.
A red
It's
one?
it's a Cascadia.
A red Cascadia?
Yeah. Freightliner.
Where are you at in the chat as far as the time? Because I'm seeing comments now.
Yeah. Which one do you want to do? Because I've been
I mean,
keeping an eye on it.
It doesn't matter. You just start anywhere after the one that you had with John Gugahan. Because I can't click on them. That'll work.
The best part of your video about the 5K was the fiery gleam in your eyes, true determination and fire for life. I was seeing that too, man, and I wanted to tell you about this. Just one of my dreams, because yeah, a 5K would be cool, but like my ultimate goal would be, and I am not muscular enough, I'm not tall enough for it, but there is a featherweight edition for it, so I could do it. Strongman. I want to do strongman and Highland Games, because pretty sure you've seen me in a kilt. I'm pretty into that. Yeah. I would love to do the Highland Games too. That would be like life goals,
Yeah. With her talking about the fiery gleam in my eyes, I'll be honest with y'all, when I was filming that video yesterday, and I decided to film it like 5 minutes before or 10 minutes before I turned the camera on. And what made me decide to film it, I was thinking about all the people that say you can't do this and you can't do that, because when you've been, and Bill probably knows what I'm talking about, when you've been out of weight or out of shape and overweight for years, there's so many people that feel like you can't do anything, and even you yourself feel like you can't do anything. And I'm finally getting to a point where I feel like, hey, I can do things that I never thought possible, like run a 5K and all that stuff. All right, Bill, I see you. Take it easy, brother. It was glad to have you in the chat. Glad to have you in the chat tonight, man. Bill's gonna do awesome things. But yeah, I mean, I was thinking about all the people doubting me and saying you can't do stuff, and I kind of think that's why I was kind of had that look last night when I did the video, because I was just like, you know what? All these people say I can't, and I'm saying right now that I can.
You were channeling your inner David Goggins.
Yeah, I was like, I'm finna prove somebody wrong. Y'all might hear my daughter crying in the background. I'm sorry.
Hey, if you need to go.
No, you're good. My wife, she's capable of taking care of her. It's just I didn't want it to distract y'all or whatever.
Okay. Well, Michaela, or I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart here.
What is that, Michalaka?
I'm sorry. I'm bad about that. I'm bad with names. I went to the gym today. It's been a long time, and thank you, Kip, for the inspiration. Seeing you walk and jog every day. I need to get back into it too, man.
Absolutely. And whenever I cheated for the whole weekend, it made me have zero desire to go on a walk or go on a jog or anything. And that's another reason I was like, dude, you've got to get back on track, because if you don't, it's going to be, it's going to be bad. Every pound that you lost, you're going to gain them all back. So I'm committed, and I'm tightening up right now.
Honestly, I'm a little jealous that you got to cheat.
You're a grown man. You can cheat if you want to, but I'll tell you this, it's really not worth it. I mean,
I know it's
I'm
not
not gonna
worth
lie,
it.
the food tasted good, but it's not as good as it used to be.
You know, I had that same experience because I had like one bite of cake last month when I was home, and I was just like, you know, you remember cake as being this magical thing, and it was just like, this isn't good anymore.
Dude, okay, so the first day that I cheated, and I hope me mentioning it doesn't make people fall off the wagon or anything, but the first day that I cheated, I was like, you know what? You know what we're gonna have? We're gonna have pizza. So we got these pizzas, right? And we were sitting there and we were sitting down to eat them at the dinner table. And as soon as I started eating the pizza, I looked at my wife and I was like, man, this is dry and it tastes like cardboard. And I was like, it's like I was expecting this to be like the most moist, like greasy, like awesome pizza that I ever had because I hadn't had pizza in 7 months. But dude, it was a big letdown. I was like, this is dry. And I even told her, I said, you know, this pizza tastes like they took the cardboard box that it came in and they put cheese and sauce on it and they just served it to you. And it made me just be like, I was sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I'm eating this and it's not the worst thing I've ever had, but I'm kind of wishing I wouldn't have even done this right now because it wasn't what I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, I can imagine it's not being what you thought it was, but yeah. Um, Former fat girl Nicole, I will do a virtual 5K. I've done them before, super chill. Yeah, like I was saying, I've seen a couple of them. I was planning on doing them for my channel a while back, but I didn't get around to it. But maybe that's something we could do as a group because I'm pretty sure that you can register as groups for some of them. So that might be something that we could look into.
Yeah, I'll have to do some research on a virtual 5K because I didn't even know what it was until right now. And,
Yeah,
so I'll
yeah. Look,
definitely have to check that out.
the incredible shrinking ketovore. I'm gonna hook you up on Instagram, Kip.
I don't know what you mean by that, but I appreciate it.
Well, you're gonna find out.
Yeah, I know. Should I be happy or scared?
Imperfect keto, imperfect carnivore. Start back walking, Kip, and let the 5K come natural. So yeah, that's a good.
Yeah, but does a 5K count if you walk the whole thing?
I would assume so. Thank you, Judy.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all subscribing to Carnivore Truckers channel.
And I'm assuming that's in reference to the truck tour.
Yeah, probably so.
And Brenda sub too. Thank you.
See, you getting a couple subscribers tonight, man. I was actually hoping that we could get you past the 500 mark, but I mean the chats kind of got messed up with everybody. I mean there was multiple live streams going on at the same time, so not as many people's here as normally would be. But
Ollie
if
is live right
anybody
now
goes
too.
back and watches this after the fact, y'all go subscribe to his channel.
Well, thank you. Ollie is live right now too.
Everybody's just I guess Tuesday night is the night that everybody goes live.
I guess so.
But actually, I think now that I think about it, is she live by herself or is she doing the keto cookout?
She's doing the keto cookout.
That's right. They do it at later in the evening on Tuesday nights, I think.
Carnivore Scott did a 5K once and hated it. And John says, "Let's do it."
Yeah, dude. I guess a lot of people are interested in it, but see, like you would be surprised how many people in my comment section are like, dude, don't jog, you're gonna hurt yourself and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I try to tell everybody, look, I listen to my body. If I feel like tired or if I feel like my knees are achy or anything like that, I'm gonna rest and I'm not gonna do something stupid, because I don't need to. I mean, I'm not saying I can't get injured anyway, but like I know that I need to use caution. But like when I'm eating right, I blame it on the carnivore diet, okay? Because when I'm eating right, it makes me just be like, and when I'm walking, I'm like, I'll be walking, and then after a while, I'm like, man, you're being a slowpoke. You need to move, and then I'll just start like jogging a little bit, and so I blame it on the food.
Yeah, we're doing good, but uh, I gotta say, because you probably would like if you overdid it, you probably wouldn't feel it toward till like afterwards. You're like, oh, I overdid it,
Yeah. But I
but
mean, that's what I'm saying.
still.
Like after I jog, I mean, now it's normal to like I'm a big guy. It's normal to like get a little sore or whatever.
Hmm.
But like if I'm feeling like some pain the next day or anything like that, I'm gonna listen to that.
I
Like
got you. I got you.
like if I'm feeling pain or anything like that, I'm definitely gonna listen to it. And I've actually been watching videos on like how to strike your feet properly because apparently you can't be on your toes and you can't be on the back. You have to be like on the midfoot section or whatever whenever you strike with your feet or whatever. So there's a whole science to it or whatever to do it properly.
Hey, you should look into barefoot shoes.
Barefoot shoes. The only thing is like I don't know if I'd have any arch support with them.
They're not. You're not gonna have any support with it. That's the point.
Yeah, but my feet are like super flat.
Well, these will. Okay, I don't know, but I've
If
gotten
I
so.
had like natural arches, but I think what it is I weighed so much for so many years, and like a lot of people in my family had really flat feet, and my feet are like super flat, and so my ankles roll in. But whenever I put the stability ones on, it makes my ankles and stuff kind of sit more the way they're supposed to, and so I feel like I'm not a doctor, but I feel like that helps a little bit by not having my legs all like bowed in or whatever.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I don't know enough on that subject to really say anything.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not no doctor.
But all I know is I enjoy barefoot shoes. Uh, Melissa Jane Middleton, this whole journey is about honoring and listening to our bodies, not our egos.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we're about caught up on the chats, aren't we?
I think so. And we are coming up on an hour and a half.
Yeah, so I mean we could end the stream, man. It's been good chatting with you and everything, and I've enjoyed it. I know you got to get up and drive a truck tomorrow, and I got to get up and type behind a computer, so we're not going.
Actually, I don't have to drive tomorrow. It's my day
Okay,
off.
so when I end my stream, you can go for another 2 or 3 hours. Is what you're saying?
I'm actually probably gonna go live on Kick and play Grand Theft Auto.
I heard that a lot of people still play that game. Like,
Yeah,
and it's been
it's
out
been fun.
forever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
yeah,
crazy that people still play it. But yeah, man. So I'll hop off here and get ready to go to bed and everything. But I just wanted to say, again, make sure y'all go subscribe to the Carnivore Truckers channel. That would mean a lot to me, y'all doing that. And also, those of y'all that are watching now or after the fact, like if you're watching later on and you decide you want to do the Sea Lion Diet Challenge for the month of September, hit me up. Let me know. You can either email me, you can comment on one of my videos, you can find me on Instagram. Do whatever you need to do to let me know that you're doing it because I kind of want to see at the end of the month. I'm not doing like a weight loss thing to see how many pounds everybody loses and keep up with all that, but I'm just kind of wanting to see if people get good results from it. Like I want to see like if it's a positive thing and if it helps a lot of people, or I want to find out if like a weekend everybody gave up and couldn't do it no more. I just kind of want to get a gauge. So
okay, yeah. So let's see. By the end of the month, we'll reconvene.
yeah, we'll see. Well, maybe hopefully at the end of the month we'll maybe we could do another live stream and then of course I'll do a video probably at some point as well. But to see hopefully in the live stream everybody will have good news and everybody won't be like, oh, I caved and I couldn't do it, it was too tough. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
All right, man. It was good talking with you. I appreciate it, man. And thank y'all for everybody that watched tonight. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you as well. God bless all y'all. Y'all have a good night. Take it easy, trucker.
All right, later. It was good talking to you.
You too.
I'm done. I'm fucking done. I am done. Get out!